Hey there guys and girls, Dave Rapp from Player TV, hope you're all well. Today I'm here with this, and it's the Thermaltake View 22 TG, which is the tempered glass side panel. Let's roll the intro. Alright, so let's start with a quick look at the case while we're here. I'm just going to remove this piece of tempered glass. Just comes off nice and easy. Right, I'm just going to drop this on the floor out of the way. So, we'll also take off this front panel, but before that, oh, lovely. So, we have a curved plexi front panel here on the front, and I'm actually just going to pull that off. And as you can see, it's curved, so it's it's a bit wavy. Not really sure about that, but yeah, some people will love it. That's smoked, obviously, as you saw. So inside that reveals mounts here on the front, and those mounts support a 360 or a 280 millimeter radiator, on obviously all fans, and obviously 240s and stuff like that as well. But that's the maximums. There is a 3.5 millimeter cutout here. Sorry, 3.5 inch optical drive cutout here, but it's not in use. It's not supported with this case, as you can see. It's just a full cover on the front. On the I/O, as you can see here, we have a power button, a hard drive indicator light, two USB 3.0s, microphone and headphone jacks, and then just a little reset button as well. Nice clicky buttons. Just thought I'd mention those. While we're here on the top, we have a removable dust filter. It's magnetic, so that's excellent. And support on the roof again for 360 millimeter radiators and 280s. So there's the larger cutouts for the bigger radiators as well. So that's good to see on the top. Going to lift it back up. We'll have a look inside. There's a couple of mounts here, or cutouts for these removable 2.5 inch hard drive mounts here. They're actually done in super tight, so I can't undo them. But there's two here that you can see on the bottom. There's two cutouts here as well. So I'm guessing, I'll just turn it so you guys can see here. Two cutouts here. So I'm guessing if you don't want to put them here, you could always mount them here as well. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Huge cutout in the middle. That's for the backplate support for processors. The CPU tray, the motherboard tray supports ATX, micro ATX, and ITX. Fans included are just this single black 3-pin fan there. So that's just the one in the rear. I/O slots, moving around to the rear, are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's just a standard ATX size mid tower. And then just this removable bracket there to access the screws and take out the PCI covers and things like that. Standard affair in the bottoms, just a normal cutout for a regular ATX power supply. Move around to the rear. We have the space for the power supplies, and that supports a maximum of 180 millimeters. Then we have two hard drive caddies here, or trays, just here in the bottom. So that supports two 3.5 millimeter hard drives and two 2.5 inch hard drives as well. So maximum of 4 2.5 inch drives, and then maximum of only two 3.5 inch drives. Good thing about that is down here you can undo these 4 screws and actually move the cage forward if you like, if you're only going to populate the front of the case here with fans and not a radiator, and then that way you can move it over and you give yourself actually a bit more space to mount larger power supplies. So that's another neat addition there from from the guys at Thermaltake. Another thing I've just noticed here is this huge recessed area, and that's obviously to bring up your power supply cables, you know, from the bottom to the motherboard there. So that's pretty nice to see as well. Good job there, Thermaltake. Oh yeah, and obviously the power supply shrouded area here is as well is another nice addition. That's it for a look around the case. We'll throw some gear in there and then we'll come back. So the build's all finished, and as you can see, it's all nice and clean and tidy inside. You'll be pleased to know that the View 22 is actually a very nice and easy case to build inside. Well thought out. There's things like the cable management area here with the indentation. Makes it just very easy to route the cables in and out of the case, as you can see. Bringing in cables as well for the things like the to power your graphics cards and things like that. Very easy as well. There's plenty of space there too, so that's good. I decided to install the SSD in the bottom here, and there's a big cutout in the bottom there as well to route the cables as well, so that's great. You can also route all the cables for things like the all the I/O stuff. So you've got the jumpers for the front panel connectors, USB, headphones, and things like that as well. So you can all route that nice and tidy out the bottom of the case here too. The length of the cable for the fan here that's included also fits all the way down the back and into my connector here in the bottom as well. So that was great as well. Really happy about that. And then that way you can just route it down the back and out the way, so it's all nice and clean and tidy as to the aesthetic. Plenty of room in the rear of the case as well to route all your cables. The 8-pin at the top here has a lot of space as well. There's another cutout in the top should you wish to use that too. So yeah, it's very good. There's a big cutout in the bottom here at the front, and that's obviously to mount radiators and fans and things like that as well. So a custom loop in this case, yeah, is definitely an option as well. So it's just little things like that, you know, that Thermaltake have taken into account, and they've executed it very well in my opinion. There's another, like I say, 2.5-inch mount here. There is no cutout there though, so I'd probably consider like moving that to one of these, you know, one of these cutouts here, and then just having it in the back, out of the way. But you know, this one in the bottom is good for show, so yeah, that's why I chose to put that there. Yeah, I kind of just feel like this one here didn't really need to be there. Cables would definitely be on show. You might have a bit of a problem sort of routing those as well, so just another thing I thought I'd mention. There's a lot of space up in the top as well, and obviously you can mount another radiator and fans up there with you know, relative ease as well. There's probably a good 50 or 60 mil radiator I think you'd be able to fit up there out the way, and you know, Thermaltake have also yeah, moved it over to as close to as front of the case as possible as well. So you know, it shouldn't impede VRM callings and things like that up here with all the different types of motherboards you can get as well. So yeah, it's nice that they've you know, thought of that and included that. The tempered glass panel here is, as you can see, it is slightly smoked or tinted, whatever you want to call it. So that matches the nice curved plexi panel on the front here. So you know, that's a bit of good consistency there as well. Now, I really like this case. It's understated. It's priced very well at the moment. I think it's about £60 at the time of this review. So yeah, to get tempered glass, and then obviously the curved plexi on the front is yeah, that would have cost a bit of money to make. You know, I like it as well. I do like the curve. It's nice. Yeah, it's, you know, you'll either like it or you won't, basically, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, we'll just move it around so you can have a look as well at the rear. It's all yeah, nice and clean and tidy. Just kind of carrying on that clean theme, I suppose. I'll take you around to the back panel. It's just a plain panel, but again, it just keeps it nice, clean, understated. Goes with the whole look of the case. I'm just going to drop that on the floor. Didn't really make too much of an effort to route cables. But yeah, there's plenty of space, you know, like I say, to do all that stuff, like with relative ease. You know, if you really want, you can obviously cable tie. They've given you plenty of options to cable tie your cables and things like that as well. So yeah, there's all of that stuff. One thing I did forget to mention was that the intake here is filtered. I'm just going to pull this off again. It's filtered, and it doesn't look like it's removable. No, it looks like it's glued in place. So yeah, you'll just have to make sure you give that a thorough clean every now and again. But as you can see, yeah, it's you know, there is a filtered intake there as well. So that's where your fans and intakes and stuff like that, that's where all the air will be coming through, and there's obviously a little gap in the bottom as well there. So taking all that stuff into account, there's not a whole lot to complain about as far as I'm concerned. You know, they've included things like the shroud in the bottom, which is becoming mainstream as far as I'm concerned. It's but it adds to the aesthetic of the case, and obviously when it's done and it's well implemented like this, then yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. So I'm going to be giving this case the Gold Award. I have no reason not to. Yeah, it's a great case. It's all very easy to build in. It's nice and tidy. The aesthetics, you'll buy it if you like it, basically, won't you? So yeah, that's that. Very pleased to give it the Gold Award. Thank you very much to Thermaltake for providing the case for a review. I've been Dave from Player TV. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, sorry, give it a thumbs down. Consider subscribing to us on Player TV. Click the bell there to get a notification every time we release a video. And yeah, see you again soon. Bye for now.